I would like to bring a message from the other side of the fence. Today I stand before you with a master's degree in business administration and rhetoric in my hand and my diploma on my wall. I feel that this is the kind of occasion that requires a rhetorical response. What have I learned since the time I was 7 and first set my foot in a school? That would make a long yet interesting speech. However, this speech is about all the things I have learned simultaneously with getting my formal education. All the things I have learned outside of school that have been crucial to my personality, my relations, and my status as employed. Besides the situation requiring a speech, I am also certain that it requires a hat, or some other kind of headwear. In the US and in many other countries, a university graduate would go through some kind of ceremony in the ceremonial cap and gown. No such luxury is available to me as an Aarhus University alum. But maybe I can find something suitable in the closet. Maybe this will do. Anyway, I will figure out the headwear as I go along with the speech. Born in Ukraine, I learned the importance of diligence, self-discipline, and thoroughness, as well as reading and doing math well before ever starting school. Going to the first and second grades in the US, I discovered that my creativity, imagination, and humor were also valued assets. Finishing the second grade in Russia, I learned how to deal with failure, since the Russian school system moves way faster through the curriculum than any Western school system I have encountered. The humor, imagination, and creativity secured me a large following of friends though. Starting the fourth grade in Denmark, I learned the valuable lesson of adapting to my surroundings, listening before speaking, and acknowledging the order of things. Changing high schools taught me the difference between small towns and big cities, when I learned more in my third year in Aarhus than in the previous 2 out in the country. Since the 5th grade, I wanted to study political science. I even did an internship at the Danish Parliament. I wanted to become a politician, but the tedious political process jaded me. Later I wanted to work in the field of development, but I learned that job creation is more valuable than any government or NGO program. I wanted to start my own business, but I learned the value of colleagues. I wanted to work for a large corporation, but I learned the value of freedom. These lessons were earned through trial and error, through awkward situations, and sometimes even tears. I was politically active. I have volunteered in NGOs. I was a pile of paperwork away from starting my actual business, and worked my ass off in different positions in organizations and corporations. The lesson here is that in order to find out what you want, you have to try it, learn from it, evaluate it, then keep the course or change directions. Like this hat, it is definitely a goner. I have also learned that my hard-working mindset translates to whatever I do, and that good results are directly proportional with the amount of time you spend on the task at hand. I learned that being myself is exactly what it takes to learn, develop new skills, and tighten relationships. If you're being someone else, then the lessons you learn are not yours. You forgo their value. I have learned to admit to people that I like them. That usually makes them happy. I have also learned to say thank you when someone does me a favor. Simple rules of engagement, but somehow they often get overruled by either you being shy or afraid of getting hurt. What a shame. Engaging in other people's lives makes all the difference, in your life and in theirs. I must admit that no hat I own is fit for the situation, even though this one is kind of pretty cool. Now there is nothing left for me but to employ these lessons in life. A life no longer determined by curricula, exams, and hopes for the future. The future is here, and I am here in the future, even though I do not own a graduation cap.